Hi everyone. Today I have decided to share with you our, let's say, 101. You know how you go to university and you have a course and the 101. So it's, the basics. So today I want to cover with you the FX Professor's 101 when it comes to technical analysis. And for this, I'm going to use EURUSD. Why EURUSD? Well, it's the world's most tradable asset, and I still think it is the world's most tradable asset. Uh, I don't think there's any debate on that one yet. And this is how our chart looks. So let's go with the first step. The first step, guys, I'm gonna go back into the chart. You see, in this case, I can use the monthly or the weekly chart, and the levels that I can draw here, the more far away they come from, for example, this level right here, given that it's all the way from down here from the year 2000, that's a very strong level. Okay, and then uh, what I would do is I would draw my levels and I will zoom in. So remember this as a first step. The further back that you have drawn your levels from, the stronger are going to be. So just to take the Euro USD example, and from a monthly I can go to the weekly, and of course from the weekly I will go to the daily. You see some levels are drawn on the weekly. For example, this one. So that was the major level that we are going to talk about in a second, and from here to the daily. All right. So let's take things chronologically and try to examine this. This is a post from today, major support lost, and in here I give you all the previous support. So the previous posts. So I will start from Euro USD buy to mega resistance 1.232, then sell big. Okay, if I will click on play, all right, it doesn't load, but 1.232, and yes, you will see this level on the chart that I post. You don't know where it comes from, but you know now that it comes from here. It comes from as far away as possible. So I consider that a very strong level, and that's exactly where the price went, and from there it came back down. It stormed down. So that level worked, and that was the first great entry point. That was when was it? Let me check again. December 15 of 2020. Okay, so that was like a year ago, and from that point on, we were looking for opportunities to go short on Euro USD. Of course, further down the road, let's check a few more ideas. There was another post at the time of the rejection. Last push north before a major resistance. Major resistance did happen and the price dipped from there. So those are great entry points. And you see that the first take profit was this level here. Oh, no, this level first and this level. So we know where to take profits, when to attempt longs and so on. So obviously, although we're not using moving averages and Fibonacci or all kinds of exercise that you will be able to see sophisticated exercise, we do have a very clear understanding of where the price can go, because at the same time we understand the fundamentals. Here you have another excellent entry point, and you see this yellow level here. Actually, let's look at it here. You will see that very clearly finds support over here. Now it's green. Okay, I change the color. That doesn't matter. But you are able to see chronologically how amazing the technical analysis is. Now, the last major support that was lost for Euro USD, because this level here, it is a major support that was lost today. So most likely the price will come up here, check it as resistance, and drop further. Okay, And again, if you look for fundamentals, it has to do with Americans being ready to increase the interest rates, etc., etc. But you see that throughout this period, we had targets reached and time to take profit. And this here, the 1.20, very round number, was the last big support level. As you can see from the chart, that was lost, and then the price would just storm down to the yellow line, which is the next level, which eventually has now been breached. So all this is just for purposes of being able to illustrate how simple technical analysis is and how it has worked on Euro USD being the world's most tradable asset. I took it a step further. I'm asking where's Donald Trump because he always complained, and I want to explain this part because Donald Trump was indeed complaining the whole time that the Chinese, the Europeans, everyone is unfairly manipulating their currency. They want to have a cheaper currency against the dollar because that can boost their exports. Okay, so Mario Draghi, who was back then the ECB president, the European Central Bank president, he had a lot of friction with Donald Trump because Donald Trump he was all for trying to get the dollar to be competitive, to be cheap, in order for Harley Davidson, for example, to be able to sell motorcycles to Europeans more easily. Whereas with a cheap euro, the one country that does benefit is Germany because the Germans are the ones that produce. Yep, and they are the ones that they will be exporting. So good for them. Now going back into the chart, and the reason I decided to do this today is simply because we do have Euro USD and it is a great example and our chart has served us perfectly well, but it's always in combination with the fundamentals. Okay, and back in December last year, everyone was talking about how the dollar is going to drop next. You see, the dollar didn't drop; it's the euro that dropped, and I'm going to discuss with you here the last time that we came close to parity. What is parity? Parity is this level down here where euro against the dollar is 1. So if it's 1 to 1, that is parity. And the last time we came close was here in 2016 and then in 2020. So from my chart, I can tell you that my expectation is that Euro USD will come down to 1.10, 1.9. Okay, it will come down here, and we'll see if these levels manage to hold this combination over here. Then very good. If it dips under that, then yes, we could even go to parity, as crazy as it sounds and as it is, since the last time we actually did have parity. I'm gonna have to zoom out again and go to the weekly chart. There we go. The last time was over here in 2002. All right. Given that I was in America until 2001, it was good for me that it was bad for me, excuse me, that the Euro USD was so low when I was studying and I had to convert euros. My parents had to convert euros. So I did well for working over there and getting some dollars before I come back to euro and before the Euro USD exploded and reached the 1.60 highs in 2008. So the Euro USD has been declining ever since. It's not on a straight line, but you see the levels and how well they work. Okay, so yes, one can never be sure, but if you use the technical analysis and if you do understand the fundamentals, then things just start feeling and they start being a lot more simple because you are able to make a better judgment. Okay, over here I have this arrow. Okay, which means that, and I'm going to discuss this with you again today before I go. So you have the resistance, you have the price coming close. You don't buy. You don't buy there. You buy only over. That's a buy stop order. You know, you buy over the resistance. You buy more expensive. In this case, we could have been fooled. We were not, but anyways, we could have been. But over here, very clearly, that was time to buy. So what will I do now? Well, I would come and I will put this up here. So the time to buy again is over that major support that was just lost, and that's the 1.148. That's when I would buy again. But given that this is a huge level, you see how it's dropping fast, and even if it comes back up higher, there is this resistance now that would need to be tested, and that's now a very strong resistance. So Euro USD will most likely continue to drop. Now, again, before I go back to the weekly, you see these levels that I work with, and they have their logic. It's oversimplified, but it works. It works. So even if you don't want to have extra studies and EMAs, you can name it. I mean, you know all of it, all the indicators. There's thousands of indicators. You can do proper technical analysis, and these levels, the more far they back from, the stronger they are, and the best entry points they will help you achieve. So that's it from me. I hope you like it, and I hope you appreciate it. And please do go back and check our previous ideas because it's all there and you will see that it works. They were spot on. So allow me to brag a little bit, okay? Yes, we are happy when everything goes well and when we are able also to share something uh, with younger or newer traders that are in the beginning of their trading and investing journey. So that's it from me. Hope you liked it. Keep in touch.